What up, honks? I keep forgetting to say this on the main episode, so then I have to do these chaotic voiceovers, but just wanted to say there are 8 tickets remaining for the Los Angeles Parallel Play Show. Gabby is going to be a special guest along with 4 other amazing people, and we have live music, live sketches. It's going to be awesome. I've never done anything like this in my life. I hope you guys come. It's going to be great. And then there's low tickets left for the New York show in October. So that's really that. And then also, if you're in Los Angeles in October, that same weekend that I'll be in New York, Gabby is doing a special taping in LA, so keep your eyes peeled for that. More details to come. Okay. Trigger warning, this episode's crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Hungry Honk.
Sorry, Honk. I'm chewing.
Yeah? How are those goldfish? What are the ingredients?
Crunchy.
What are the ingredients in those goldfish?
Don't want to look. Don't want to look. But you know what they probably are?
Yeah.
Corn.
Yeah.
Gasoline.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Scrumptious. Do you want to talk about watching the debate last night?
Oh,
because I heard you screaming like you were watching a sport match.
Because that's basically what it feels like. It was that.
I feel like, and I still stand by this, I said I wasn't going to watch it because I was just like, I already know, like, we get it. But then when I heard you yelling downstairs, I was like, okay, well, let me see what's going on. So I hop on TikTok Live, and that's how I watched the debate. This law student at Yale was like making commentary throughout the debate. And so I started watching her thing, and she was pulling up Trump's, like, anytime Trump would say something, she would pull it up. And she was just like, okay, so that's a lie. So that's a lie. And then Kamala said something about how, like, she's like, in the last 4 years, we invested like, $1 trillion into clean energy and this and that. And she goes, ooh, that's not true either. And I was like, dang, so just everyone lies.
They all lie.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. That's the issue, is that they're all liars. And I don't want to like talk about it too much because I'm not politically savvy. And I know that, like, people do feel really anti-Kamala. Even like far left people are really anti-Kamala. I get it. Like,
one of our like close friends started like coming at me last night because I posted like, oh, that was like a good debate. Like, I already knew I was going to vote for her, but like it was just because I've always just been. What are you doing?
I'm chewing away from the mic.
Oh, and I was just okay, but I was just like, okay, whatever. But then when I watched it, I don't know. I thought she did come across like really intelligent. I think like as hard as Trump was trying to rile her up, I thought she did a good job of like holding her own. But can
you imagine even like debating with that man though? I would scream. I would lose it. So yeah, I think she did a really good job of like staying composed. She's intelligent. She's well spoken. I
think you left by this point, but in the because I went downstairs. And I don't know if you were already gone at this point, but like, he was like, and I don't like her. I don't like you. And no one actually likes you. And it was just so childish.
Well, that's how he is.
Well, obviously, but I was just like, but she just was like not reacting at all. And I'm like, that's like honestly what you have to do. But also for the far left people, I completely understand like why they don't like her either. But like, I also just know that to be realistic, I personally feel like I gotta vote for her because I just feel like the other rate. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I know. My boyfriend and I were talking about it last night, and I was like, because he's not voting. And I was like, why? And he's like, because I think that Kamala is also a fucking liar. I don't think that she's any better. And he goes into some like whole like political rant, and he's just like, she's like a sellout cop. She supports Israel. They all like to say it's going to be the same thing. We vote her into office. All of these things she says that she's going to change. It's not going to happen. And I was like, I was like, I can't argue with you because you're smarter than me, but I'm still voting for her because I want woman. I want a woman. Yeah, I felt like a fucking Dumbo baby. I was like, no, me like woman, and she sounds smart and good. And he's like,
I feel like you're dumbing yourself down, but you're smarter than that.
Well, but I don't know, like, because then it gets into like the like taxes and the economy and like what's gonna happen in these like bills. And I'm just like, I don't know. I just liked what she said about climate change and abortion, but then it's I don't know. Then
no, I know. I start shutting down too.
I
but
shut
like,
down.
And I will openly admit that like that's also why I don't really talk about it that much because like I know I'm not politically savvy and like I don't have a degree and whatever. And I could definitely read more, you know, political literature instead of my fairy porn, but I like what I like. Okay. Those are the politics I can handle in the fucking fairy world.
So tea.
Okay. And what I will say is, like, even with like Joe Biden doing like really nothing, all I know is like I would rather, maybe this is wrong, and I will openly admit that maybe this is wrong, and I wouldn't be goddamn surprised if it is. But like personally, I would rather have a lump of like flesh, aka Biden, in office doing really nothing than Trump, who's just like a puppet for all the other like Nazis and dictators.
I don't want to hear
inciting. I don't want to hear it. And also, like, I'm sorry, things were really awful and violent when he was president, so I don't want that again.
I like when they asked him, you know, the thoughts on Gaza and Israel, and he's like, wouldn't have happened if I was in office.
Huh!
He doesn't know about shit, I'll tell you that.
I know, but I will say he did make me laugh, and I hated that.
The thing that he said, and I called Abdul and I said, hey, and Abdul said, why are you showing me a picture of your house? You remember that? It was, and he's like, why are you showing me a picture of your house? And I said, you don't want to know. What?
Yeah, so that I'll take things that didn't happen for 500. But then also when he was like, oh, the immigrants in Springfield are eating cats. They're eating your dogs. They're eating everybody out there.
It was a white woman on PCP who like ate a cat.
I was like,
but my dad believes like that. My dad the other day, I was like talking to him about abortion because he knows that I have one. And he was like, he believes he's pro-choice.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, but I don't agree with, you know, abortions at 8 or 9 months. And I was like,
that's not happening.
It's not happening. That's when I was screaming downstairs. When he was, and you like Kamala was just like, oh my God. And he's like, it's happening 8, 9 months, and then they execute the children after they're born.
Yeah, he's like, and who knows what they're doing to the kid after it's born, because you know there's that doctor that's, and I'm like, honey,
that's what, that alone is enough to like get my vote on her, because I was just like, I can't. He represents to me every idiotic, moron, narcissistic guy I've ever met.
Yeah,
you know, like they think that he's a king. And it pisses me off. And I don't...
he's a free thinker. He's a retard just like us. And I'm like, well, you got that right. But
and they all think that because he like has wealth that he's going to help them. And it pisses me off so bad.
It's like the same... It's the equivalent of if you gave like a petulant child $50 and the kid's like, look, I'm rich. It's like, but you didn't earn that. You just were handed that.
It's just interesting, too. It's like my dad, because my dad, you know, he's very much a Trump supporter. He's very much in favor of that party. And the other day we were talking and he was getting frustrated with himself, and he was just like, I'm a fucking idiot. I shouldn't have, you know, given away like my businesses my whole life. And he was like talking shit on himself, and he's like, I've never done anything. I'm a fucking moron. And I was like, oh, that's hard to hear. But I think like a lot of those supporters feel that way and don't know how to articulate it. They're just frustrated that the world, that life like hasn't worked out for them the way that they want it to. And they see Trump and they go, he's a man that's figured it out. I want what he has because I'm such a fucking loser. I haven't figured it out. I want that. And that's what Trump represents to them, is like hope that they can have that. And hearing my dad, maybe, you know, that's the way that I interpreted it, because I listened to my dad be like, I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. I should have made better choices in my life. I fucked up. And now I have nothing to show for it. And I'm poor. And he lives in a trailer now. Like, he's always lived in a trailer, but he's so poor. He has nothing. And I think a lot of those supporters like relate to that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's a beacon of hope and light, because he's not like a bought out politician, but it's like, everything he represents to me, it's like they say that, but like he literally is like a puppet though, because he has everyone in his ear being like, hey, do this, do this, do this, and like he wants to be liked so bad. Also, JD Vance is an ugly menace. I hate him. I can't remember if it was I hate him SNL or if it was some sketch show I saw at UCB, but there was some sketch that was like making fun of
him and like the way that he was talking about his wife. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. And I hadn't really honestly heard anything about him. So I was like, wait, what? And then I like went down a rabbit hole of watching footage from rallies, and I was horrified. I was like, oh, this is like, you didn't even need to like write any like elevated, script. Like you could just take word for word what he said, because it was so unhinged. But like, my wife isn't white, but I can't. I love her anyways. It's hard, but I do it. I'm
wild.
like, oh,
that's so wild.
Oh, enchanting.
Kamala kind of ate too, and she was like, she's like, I highly recommend you attend a Trump rally to see what they're really like. She's like, he doesn't talk about anything. He talks about like fairy tales. And
yeah, she said Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter, and whatever. But anyway, that's all I've got on that. Yeah,
I will say, I just want to say, like, just to wrap up our political talk. You guys, I hopped on, like I said, I watched the rest of the debate on TikTok Live, and because while she was like the law student was moderating, or she was commentating on it, and then afterwards, I was like, you know what? Let me just hop on, because everyone had something to say. So I'm like, let me just see. Like, I want to see where, like, what Trump supporters are saying, like, what's their takeaway from the debate. Because I already know, like, my feed is naturally like very blue. So like, I'm seeing a lot of like, oh, she killed that. And I'm like, in my opinion, she did as well. But what do they think?
Right.
So I wormed my way around it, and I wound up on Trump Talk, and sure enough, all of people are like, he killed it. Yeah. He slayed it. Oh yeah. And I was just like, that's interesting. I'm not even going to talk down on them. I'm just saying, so like, what it really is the purpose of these debates, because it's like, we already know. I feel like we're so like staunchly in our beliefs.
Yeah. Nobody who supports Trump is going to watch that debate and be like, you know what? Actually, Kamala's got my vote. It's the debates target, I think, primarily people who are undecided.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many people are undecided, but
yeah,
because I'm like, because it's the same thing for us. Like, we're not going to watch that debate as liberals and then see Trump and be like, actually,
I'm like, well, I didn't know everyone was eating cats and dogs. So my man.
Yeah, he's got my vote.
Yeah,
it's just we're not, because we also know like what he stands for too in regards to like climate change, which is which is an important
okay
it's like okay
but I liked like where you're trying to go with that, and also I really empathize with that. Also, we're still gonna be mentioned, or
I just gotta finish this pack of goldfish, or I'm not gonna be able to stop, because I can't. The thing with me is I can't just set things down, you know what I mean?
Interesting. Do you want to pick out a story for me to read?
I'm gonna hide it.
While you.
Well, what's the subject this week? Friends, a time that you've had to choose one friend over another.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of a time that you've had to do that?
Okay, I was really trying to think about this. I remember but this isn't really me picking a friend over another. This was just me saying like, I was really close with this friend that I used to party with, and then I stopped partying in that way. Like, we would do drugs together and then I just got to a point where I just didn't want to do that anymore. And she was really heartbroken, but I started just like hanging out with different people, because I'm like, I can't.
That's okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like you're choosing another avenue.
I chose another avenue over
her.
This avenue I had with her, and she was really angry at me for a long time. We like honestly made up in like the last like 2 years, because this is actually right here. She does. Yeah, it was when this also was back when I got my DUI, because like I used to do pills and I would do them with her, and then after that I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah,
because I still drink, but I stopped doing pills after my DUI, because I got caught with all those drugs on me.
Who was that?
You don't know her.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll tell you after. But yeah.
Okay.
It was really sad and hard.
It is
sad, like we were so close. But then I was just like,
and then the smoke clears and you go, actually, I don't know if I can do this right now.
And I tried hanging out with her after I decided to like stop.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of like animosity on her end. She's like, well, what, like, I think she like felt judged, and like it was like, you know, an activity we did together.
Yeah.
So it just became kind of like uncomfortable, and I'm like, oh. And then I felt kind of lost and confused and heartbroken. So I thought this was my best friend.
Yeah.
And then I realized, I'm like, oh, I guess we're not as close.
It's hard. Yeah, that happens a lot too when people get sober, and you know, it kind of happened to me with certain friends where I was like, oh, we're like not as close as I thought we were, which seems impossible because you're like, no, I know this person so well. They're like my best friend. I'm with them all the time, blah, blah, blah. But you're always getting fucked up with them. And then, yeah, once you like step away from getting fucked up together, you're like, what else
that was
are
like
we
the
doing?
glue.
Yeah. But it's crazy because when you are getting fucked up with people, you don't see it like that.
You don't see it at all. You're like, oh my God, like we are so close.
Yeah.
And you can't possibly fathom that you wouldn't be that close.
Yeah.
But, you know, substances lubricate your personality and social situations.
Yeah.
And so then when you take away that and you just have it raw.
Wait, what about the time for you when you chose your dad over your mom?
Yeah.
What about, I mean, I know that those aren't friendships necessarily, but you did.
Right. Yeah.
I'm so sorry to bring it up. I know it's emotional.
Yeah.
And
No,
yeah.
No, I can see the regret just oozing out of you. But no, so the reason why I didn't bring that up is because everything is so fluid in my family. And speaking of fluid,
yeah.
Speaking of fluid, babe. Yeah. So there was so much swapping going back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's like, sure, that one time I did choose you said my mom was it over my dad?
It's making me emotional.
Yeah. So I did choose her, but don't worry because
fucking your dad over your mom is what you did.
Right. No, so sorry. I was
which is interesting because you are more into women than men.
But you know, sometimes I can put the old razzle dazzle on for daddy's girls, and I did that then, but I feel like I made it up to her tenfold, so I don't really count it. That's like, sure, it was one time that I slipped
How'd you make
up.
it up to her?
Oh, like marathon oral.
I'm so sorry. It's really sweet.
Yeah.
It's making me emotional.
Yeah. Now, you know.
Marathon oral.
Marathon oral. Now,
so sweet.
I know that they are just your half siblings, but was it hard for you to only let your dad bust inside you and you made them use condoms? Was that hard? And like, walk us through that choice? How did you choose who to wrap up?
I gotta be honest, that is so foul.
I mean, it's your life, babe.
I know, but it just
don't be a yeah. No, you just did this to me. You
but the wording of letting your dad bust inside you, it's like be more delicate. It's like letting my father release in me. I think it was maybe. I think just busting inside when you're talking about somebody that I was making love to just threw me off.
Yeah. Oh, because you think I cheapened it?
I think you cheapened it.
Oh, then I'm sorry I called you a but yeah, so walk us through that. Your dad released his nectar into your wild, and you restrained your brothers.
And I said I looked at my brothers, my half brothers. I said, you guys got to use condoms. Is that what that's
what I'm referring to. I'm saying, how did you choose? And like, why? How
did I choose?
Yeah. Why was dad able to run free inside you?
Because, you know, I think the reason why is I am a product of him. So I think to give back, that was the best thing I could do. You know? Why not let where I came from back into me?
Okay. Kind of cyclical in a way. Like that,
I suppose. Now, why I chose to let one of my brothers do anal and the other one to not, I couldn't really tell you why.
Well, I know that there was a huge fight, so between them when you made your decision.
When we were all standing in the kitchen and I said, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo."
Yeah. And that was a crazy Christmas morning. I bet you guys never forgot.
And we talk about it every Christmas.
Yeah.
We talk about it every Christmas. And you know, the thing is,
Yeah, what's the thing, babe?
It would be nice. And I'm thinking, you know, that would be a funny clip. But then I go, will it be removed immediately off of Instagram? Because we said and talked about incest and letting my dad come in me and you having marathon oral with your mom.
That was makeup sex. So now you don't cheapen what I had. Okay, babe? It's called empathy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, you did, but in my defense, you
when
did.
I said it, it was different. When you said it, there was a kind of a bite to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Not too much on that.
Any other instances? I think we covered it.
Now,
yeah.
I wasn't going to bring this up.
Yeah.
But when you and Lee
go on.
Well, I thought it was really interesting that he ran into you at that club down on Melrose where he goes. The jerky. How did you
the jerky
feel?
Turkey club as Lee likes.
Yeah. How did you feel when he opened up all the rooms and he chose you?
And I said, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes you go, I wish you didn't choose me. But and I'll tell you, not a good tipper. He doesn't tip well.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't tip.
Wow. If you were black tar heroin, he would have tipped.
Or if I was a minor. Other than that, guess we can get to it.
You never had to pick a friend over another friend?
Oh, what the? I like honestly, I can't think. Maybe it'll come to me. I don't know. I guess okay. Like maybe in terms of like. If I chose to go to like a one birthday party over another or something, but I can't even think of that.
Okay.
I think most of the time when I choose something over another, it's like I just choose to stay home and stay in my room.
Mm-hmm. That's honestly what I would choose.
Right. But that's still not exactly like on
Sorry for burping.
The prompt.
Yeah.
Did you ever see oh God, this fucking movie, The Good Son? It was with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood and their kids.
My God, we were talking about that last time.
We were?
Yeah.
Oh, did we talk about it on the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, if you want to see a haunting, horrible movie, I don't know, I saw that movie too young, I think, and it really fucked me up.
Yeah.
But The Good Son. You know what I just saw? I saw last night was that Blink Twice.
Okay.
With Channing Tatum.
Yeah, how was it?
I liked it. My boyfriend and I went and saw it. He didn't like it, but he's like a film bro. You know, and I was like, why didn't you like it? And he's like, well, I didn't like, he said 2 words back to back that I didn't understand.
Dude, he's gay.
He's gay.
I'm so tired of him.
Like,
I didn't like this.
He said, I didn't like there's something in the micro shots. And I was like, what is a micro shot? And he's like, well, you know, the really close zoom ins, like when she's putting the grape in her mouth and then there's the camera angle. And I was like, okay, we got it. You work in film.
And I didn't like the micro shot. Well, I don't like that. My pussy just turned to sandpaper. So now we got to go to the fucking ER.
Yeah, he didn't like the micro shot. And I said, you didn't think that the story was
interesting?
He's
a micro shot.
He's a micro shot.
Yeah.
I said, you didn't think the story was interesting? And he's like, I thought it was pretty surface level. And I was like, okay, but like, I'm a plebe. And I thought it was interesting. And he's like, no, and I'm glad that, you know, it makes me happy to know that people are going to movies and enjoying them. And I'm like, does that make you happy? That actually is
one of the most ugly things I've ever heard in my life. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I dated someone who went to
NYU
before.
Thank God I got that abortion.
Oh.
You say things like that, I go, I'm glad I nipped it in the bud.
Well, yeah, because you would only carry your dad's kid to term.
Can you imagine what that would look like?
Bald.
Do you think like
bald, cat obsessed?
It would look like something from The Hills Have Eyes. Because my dad already kind of looks like something from The Hills Have Eyes. Stop. So then you like mix. Oh, and I guess everybody in The Hills Have Eyes is a product of incest.
Oh my God.
It does make sense.
Well then, okay.
Do you remember? Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah, I watched it with you over the pandemic. I hated it. It was so scary.
Remember the scene when the Thing is in the wheelchair and he's like singing the Star Spangled Banner?
The Thing or your child?
Yeah. That is what my child would look like.
Yeah.
He's
your
so
dad.
patriotic.
With your dad, yeah.
And if you want an example of what every Trump supporter looks like, watch The Hills Have Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you look like.
Take a scroll through TikTok live right after the debate, like I did. It's giving The Hills Have Eyes.
It's giving The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
This is a controversial episode up top, isn't it?
Yeah.
You guys want to listen to us for a light, fun time?
Too bad.
Yeah. Oh, we got another email from Miss Fingerdew.
Fingerdew? What's she saying?
We've got some leftover stories too.
Okay, well, let's read the 3. You guys really were talkative today, so let's read the 3 for
I'm sorry. I just like opened this. I was gonna hand it to you, but it's 3 sentences, so I already read it.
Okay, period.
Can I read it out loud?
Yeah.
Selling your soul to the reptilians. Do you plan on selling your soul? That means your body gets cloned for various reasons. ... They're reptilian aliens. They control this world. It's the only way you get fame and all the fortune.
Mm.
I hear some have their eye on you. On who? Me or Honk?
Yeah.
Which one?
Honk or honk?
Honk or Honk. They meet underground, mostly at night.
Okay, well, why do you know so much about it? Sounds like you already got your soul taken out.
Are you ready to meet them? You will be contacted soon. ... Hey, yeah, honestly, I am ready to meet them.
So let me talk to you about something that's gay.
Yeah.
That's gay. Don't email anything ever like that again.
This woman is obviously in psychosis. What's going on?
More you know what? Thank you for asking, because I will tell you what's going on. What's going on is people have lost the art of just having healthy hobbies. No one has healthy hobbies anymore because we live in a capitalistic hellhole where everyone has to capitalize everything. And so all the joy is drained from any activity that could just bring you joy.
Yeah.
And it gets everyone stressed out. And then you do have mental breakdowns. And then you start emailing strangers, whatever. My brain just deleted that because that was so gay.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And not gay like LGBT, but gay like ugly.
Gay like ugly.
Derogatory.
But what's crazy is that they do actually believe this.
Well, yeah, because she just emailed in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that really that you do think are like of sound mind that like truly deeply believe that people are reptilian.
Okay, that girl MIA, the artist.
Yeah,
she's gone like that.
No.
Yes. She went from making like rebellious music that was so amazing.
Yeah,
like
she's gone down that way,
denouncing her government, the Sri Lankan government, to now she's selling $500 tinfoil hats.
Oh, no.
And she's a conspiracy theorist and she loves Trump.
That happened to Tila Tequila too.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, well, Tila Tequila was saying some Nazi shit.
Yeah.
I loved Tila Tequila's
Such a good show.
Yeah, that show was amazing.
Such a good show.
I know, it was great. And then she got kicked off of Twitter.
You guys, what's going on?
I don't know.
So I will tell you, and I hate to be this guy, but we know a number of celebrities. I want to let you guys know that none of them are reptile people. None of them are in the Illuminati. I mean, maybe.
But we're not friends with any A-list.
Kristen is.
I'm not friends with her.
Oh. Well, I guess then maybe if you met her, you'd be like, yeah, she's reptilian.
So the jury's still out.
The jury, you know
okay,
what?
That's insane.
Yeah, that is true. Who? Yeah. Okay, well.
I don't know, Hog.
I don't know either. Here you go. Anyway, if you're a reptilian, let us know. And if, you know what, here's the thing. If anybody is reptilian, it's going to be like Appalachian people. People.
Do you know this person?
Oh, Kate just texted me this and she said, I know this was you. But in fact, it wasn't me. It was you. It was actually, Kate just texted me a picture of bread that's like half, half eaten bread We're FaceTiming this
Dude.
That wasn't me.
Dude,
it was Harper.
That was Gabby.
That
was Gabby. Kate,
nobody
it's
can hear you.
silent. It's silent. All right, speak.
I said, who the leaves a rogue piece of toast with peanut butter on it without even a plate, like a Neanderthal?
First of all, it wasn't me. It was her. But also, that is something you would do. So it's easy to throw stones.
I've never left food out. This is literally
no, Kate, you do. You do.
When?
Yeah.
Time.
Oh, you'll take everything out of the fridge and then just leave it on the counter. So,
never happened.
Oh, that happens all the time. Also, here's the thing. Unfortunately, I am the guilty one for Toothgate. Or not Toothgate.
Toastgate.
Toastgate. Toastgate is me. I was editing. I didn't see a plate, and I just was in a hurry, and I put it down. And I forgot to eat the rest of it.
You want to see me lose so fucking bad?
The world is your plate. Both of y'all's plate.
It's your plate. It's your plate.
It's your plate, Kate. Now, also, Kate. Now, Kate. I'm gonna air the. Oh, well, I'm about to eat you up. How about this, Kate? Every time you floss in the shower, you leave your flossing thing on the drain, and it pisses me off to hell.
Okay, well, you leave your hair on the shower.
No, I don't. You do.
You want to know? You do.
No, I don't.
I always clear it out. You never clear it out.
Okay.
You want to know? You
actually getting mad at me right now.
No, and what
No,
you do
I'm
is
not.
that you have your period, and you come into my bathroom, and you leave your period blood all over my bathroom floor.
I don't want to hear you talk about bathrooms because you stay shitting in our bathroom and leaving your bloody pad on my floor. I don't want to hear that.
Wait,
I don't want to hear that.
what?
She's always shitting in our bathroom and she leaves the door open and she goes, I'm taking a fat shit right now. And like to annoy me. And then I hear her grunting and I want to die.
Oh, yeah. She tried to have a fucking attitude with me. She walks into the room and I go, hey, bitch. She goes, you never call me bitch. And then you go and start taking the weirdest shit of your life. And it sounded so hard for you. So yeah, that's why I called you bitch.
Yeah, so I'm mad.
Okay, because I'm fucking mad too, Miss Floss. Enjoy the toast.
That is my bad.
Enjoy the toast.
I'll own that.
And
Why don't you own the period blood that you leave on my floor?
No, I'm going to keep doing that.
But you did used to wipe your boogers on our fucking shower, so.
And I'll do it again.
Well, you haven't done it in a long time. It seems like you're dried up. But anyways, sorry about the toast, sis.
Okay. It happens.
Okay. Not you forgiving me, but when it was Gabby, you did it.
Yeah. I'm like, you're sick.
Wait. We should do like a giveaway so like one lucky haunt can come over and eat off our kitchen floor.
I don't know if I want any of our listeners over at our house.
Yeah, no. They don't want that.
Sorry, guys, but you just sent us a fucking email about being reptilian, so I don't know if I want any of you in the house.
That's so us.
Okay, and if anybody's reptilian, it's you.
It's giving ointment.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot. Kate has ringworm
on my face, y'all.
Yeah.
Dang, Kate.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Kinda just real.
Anyways.
Wait,
right.
Kate.
Yeah.
Kate, really quick.
We gotta get back to these damn stories.
I know, we gotta get back. Now it's like I don't want her to leave. But Kate, guess what?
Yeah.
The prompt today is times you've had to choose a friend over another friend, and Gabby literally said, "Hey, how was it having sex with your dad over having sex with your mom?"
Oh my god.
What do you think?
Like, where's the decorum?
Not on this podcast,
Okay.
sis.
Okay, and you know what? That's coming from his period blood on my floor.
Okay, God forbid I'm a woman. God forbid.
Yeah, we don't like those.
Kate.
You clearly not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeesh.
Anyways,
You know what I'm
Kate
gonna
loves
do?
period blood.
Yeah,
you
and
know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm gonna
stay in
do?
your hat.
Okay, you can actually have that hat. I never wear it, and it is cute.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Enjoy the toast.
Hey, Kate. See ya.
Enjoy the fucking
That fucking
toast.
bitch always makes me see her naked.
She be doing that.
She
You know what? She be leaving fucking food out though too.
okay, right? This was a rare occurrence because you know I clean as I go. I always
She
fucking
be
clean as I
leaving
go.
her food out, and she be doing all, and the dishes she be stacking.
Okay, she stays stacking them. And it's Joy 2.0 with the dishes.
Yeah, she's giving Miss Grilled Cheese point two.
You guys, if you're a new listener, we used to live with Miss Grilled Cheese, aka Joy, and Joy would make a Thanksgiving feast and then just leave all the dishes, and not an actual feast. It was just like she would just use every single dish in the kitchen and then not do
find
them
all in her room molding. Joy, and then and then Miss Grilled Cheese.
No, don't. I can't.
Who I went to lunch with yesterday, and Joy does this thing when she eats where she
yeah,
goes,
she does.
She goes.
That really annoys me.
It was pissing me off so bad. And we were eating and I was like, okay, stop, enough. And she was like,
wait, you don't want me to enjoy my food?
Oh, I hate that. No, I don't.
No,
I
don't want you to enjoy it.
My dad does it, but it's more like this. It's like,
oh, it's so gross.
No. And then everything like makes his sinuses activate. So he's like, so he's like,
no! I hate it. We should put your dad and Joy in a room together when they eat. No. And then he farts. I can't.
Yeah,
it's like. And the other thing about Miss Grilled Cheese, not her catching strays, she doesn't fucking wear deodorant, and so I always be smelling that bitch, and I'm like, girl, you gotta clean it up a little bit. And this is shit I'll say to her face, girl, I be smelling you stankin'. In fact, I'll call her right now and tell her, put some damn deodorant on.
I dare you.
I don't feel like talking to her right now.
Because you're scared.
No.
Yeah. You're scared because here's the thing. If you did that right now, don't.
No. Something's happening.
Don't do it.
Something's happening.
Get away. Stop. You can't even get it out. You can't get out.
I don't know what's happening. I'm scared.
Get out.
I'm scared.
Get the fuck out.
I'm scared.
Get out.
I'm scared.
Get out.
I'm scared.
Get out. You fart. Get the fuck. Fart. Because you're not coming back in here until you fart. Did she? No, she's not. Stop. Stop. This is the worst episode. Stop!
I can't help it. I didn't fart, but if it happens, it happens. I'm scared.
Stop. Okay, that's even worse than the fart when you say, I'm scared. Nasty ass. Okay. We're 40 minutes in. Should I read one story?
Are we 40? We haven't even done anything.
This podcast legitimately sucks.
Sorry about today's episode, guys.
You're a faggot. Okay.
You.
Bye, forever stoner dude. Hi, Honk Bonk and Pete. He's not here. Saw a clip of the pod on IG on the second of this month, and I've been listening to it at work, at home, ever since.
Maybe you're not caught up that Lee's left. This is the thing. People like start it, then they're like...
I know, so I should probably start cursing everyone out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Okay. You guys made me wash my sheets and bedding, but also be grateful for the small community I interact with day to day. Oh, okay. The time I chose one friend over the other happened during the pandemic. A good friend I had had since 2010 was having a mental breakdown and manically posting on every social media platform.
You.
Gabby. You were posting yourself dancing. It was bad. Months before.
Hey, people really like that. They respond well to that.
Yeah. What kind of people though? So how about that?
Yeah.
No, probably not the best. Months before this friend had called me mid-road trip and had tearfully explained how they had been hospitalized against their will in the middle of the night. Okay. Mm-hmm. I mentioned that it was mid-road trip because I was coming from St. Louis and headed to Savannah, Georgia. I will never forget sitting in a random Kentucky McDonald's parking lot, hearing someone I made so many Sorry, I just started thinking about how I chased you out of the room because you were about to fart. I will never forget.
I was scared.
Aww. I will never forget sitting in a random Kentucky McDonald's parking lot, hearing someone I made so many positive memories with, tearfully explaining how she had been taken from her apartment in the middle of the night against her will. The police at her door wouldn't allow her to go back into her apartment to get her glasses, so she was forced to blindly navigate through the following weeks of hospitalization.
Oh, no.
I had met this friend in school, and she had inspired me and taught me skills I use till this day. The pandemic, the part B in this equation was a stoner dude ex-roommate I knew him from.
Wait.
Can I say something? Are you confused? Because I just got confused.
Yeah, wait, read that. I was like, what's going on?
No, I felt like I was having a seizure.
Run that back with the roommate. The guy, what did he say?
Okay.
That's on Run That Back.
Okay. I guess I'll run that back.
Hey. Run that back.
Hey, run that back really quick.
Hey. Run that back.
Hey, DJ, run that back. I'll run it back, Honk.
What do you say?
I'll run it all the way back. So she's mid-road trip. Her friend calls her saying that she was, or I guess it's a he. A good friend calls him saying that he was hospitalized against his will. He said, I mentioned that it was mid-road trip because I was coming from St. Louis and headed to Savannah. I will never forget sitting in a random Kentucky McDonald's parking lot, hearing someone I made so many positive memories with, tearfully explaining how she, okay, it was a she, had been taken from her apartment in the middle of the night against her will. The police at her door wouldn't allow her to go back into her apartment to get her glasses, so she was forced to blindly navigate through the following weeks of hospitalization. I had met this friend in school, and she inspired me and taught me skills I use till this day. The pandemic. The part B in this equation was a stoner dude ex-roommate I knew him from.
A stoner dude ex-roommate I knew him from?
I knew him from, and then the sentence is just not, I think maybe he was trying to write another sentence, or like maybe something got deleted.
Okay.
Fast forward to the middle of school, and he had been in the nursing program. I must admit that he too had taught me beneficial skills back in those days. He ended up working in various psychiatric hospitals as a nurse. When the perfect and cool friend was manically posting, I showed him I was hoping he could deliver some insight as to what was going on with her. Instead, over the phone, he said her manic posting was hilarious and very internet worthy. He ended the call with a rant about how the genetically weak were dying from COVID. So
let's go.
Hey, after he hung up, I blocked his number and blocked him on everything. He's still blocked and is dead to me. I saw the other friend for the first time in years back in July of this year. We both happened to be in NYC, so I bought her pizza and we walked in Central Park while she played Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. I don't even have any energy to give my thoughts on what we just read. What? How was the pizza? I don't know. Like, what was that story?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I don't even want to.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
No, it's almost like, did anyone even write in?
This is why, I wouldn't be mad if I got Alzheimer's one day to forget things like this.
Well, don't worry, babe, because you kind of already have it. But
that's true, and it does run in my family, so there's a very high chance I will. But at least I won't remember stories like that.
That kind of just like assassinated the vibe. But
and the vibe was good.
The vibe, immaculate. Now
we were really on a good one today, and you really brought that to a squeaking halt.
Well, that's the thing, right? So this episode, we've been having some really good ones. This one's just kind of whatever. But at the end of the day, we had a mildly fun laugh, and then you just kind of vacuumed it out. I don't really. So your friend was posting manically.
How are we 46 minutes in?
Bitch,
what even happened in this
Can
episode?
I say something? I kind of was checked out.
And nothing has happened.
I think it's because I didn't get to eat all my toast. I'm hungry.
I know. You didn't get to eat all your toast.
I didn't get to eat all my toast because I was editing a clip about my grandma.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, it's just this. At least we're on board with what the fuck was this episode?
That really is wild to me, though. Wow, it's 11:35.
Wow, what did we even do today? Huh? We have that Patreon coming out this week, right? Of the Drake Bell episode?
No, that comes out next week.
Basically, I've always had a lot of close friends from different friend groups.
Okay, brag.
My main friend group consisted of a guy who had the party house. Okay, T. Wealthy parents who were gone every weekend. So naturally, I tell all my close girls when there was a function there, merging my friend groups together.
Okay.
One night, one of my best friends, we'll call her Jade, boyfriend, he sucked, made out with one of my besties from a different group. Ooh, now that's hot tea.
Okay.
Whoa. We'll call her Sam. Sam had no idea she made out with Jade's dude. She was apologetic and drunk, but Jade was ready to fuck her up. So we had to tell Sam to leave because she was outside of the party house friend group. Okay, that sucks. That's sad. But before leaving, mine and Sam's mutual bestie, so Sam just hooked up with Jade's boyfriend. Sam's mutual bestie, we'll call her Lauren, was telling me how fucked up I was for not sticking up for Sam and choosing Jade over her. At this point, I wasn't taking sides. I was just kind of like, yeah, it makes sense that Sam has to leave the party. Yeah, that's true because Jade's boyfriend is the one who owns the house and Jade's girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah. But honestly, everybody should have left at that point. This bitch, Lauren, wouldn't shut up. I finally told her, if you don't get out of my fucking face, I'm going to beat your ass. Okay, sis, throw down. She was willing to take the chance before I could swing on her. But before I could swing on her, someone picked me up and took me away. This boy passed. R.I.P., sweet angel.
Oh.
I never rekindled friendship with Lauren because she generally had just turned into a stupid bitch and bad friend. So glad I didn't, because my boyfriend at the time told me she tried having a threesome with him and his friend. Okay, so Lauren is a pick-me weirdo. Everything happens for a reason, but I still wish I could have gotten to beat her ass. Me too, sis. Also, I had wrote in a while ago about the dad who I'm pretty sure tried to date rape me by giving me speed. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I do remember that one.
I do.
That was hot.
This was the same friend group. Great people I had in my life as a teen, huh? LMAO.
Honey, Jesus, you were going through the ringer.
Ooh,
Jesus. Yeah, that story was fucking gnarly.
There you go.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Thanks. Airplane whore behavior.
You.
You. Hi, honkies. Love y'all. Was reminded this happened while watching your podcast, and I was LOLing. I forgot about my feral airplane behavior from a few years ago. So basically, I'm on a flight.
Can I just say, being feral on an airplane is nuts. That is... There is no place I'd rather be less feral on than an airplane.
Interesting. Don't you get barefoot?
No, I don't get barefoot.
Everyone's been saying you get barefoot.
Okay. 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 It's... Glad you're tickled. It's 51 minutes in.
Everyone's been saying it.
Who? Who's been saying it?
Your brothers after they ran train.
They didn't say that.
Yeah. I talked to them after the train.
No,
and
didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Since I'm basically on...
They didn't say that.
They screamed it. So basically, I'm on a flight home. They said it from a Mexico girls trip. Pretty sure that was actually the last flight I've ever been on.
Oh.
Since then, I've been a broke addict. I digress. There was a really hot man sitting next to me on the flight. I could tell he was really into me, and we chatted for a long time.
Can I just say this? I've never sat next to anybody hot ever in my life on a plane. In fact, I've never even seen anybody hot in a plane. Because hot people don't fly.
Well, you're too busy fucking pissing on yourself in the bathroom to notice what's going on.
It's like, what did I even do? I'm so sorry. What did I even do? You're so jealous.
Oh, I ain't jealous of you, sis. Let me tell you what I'm jealous of. That this girl sat next to a hot guy on a plane. You want to know who I get? I get the sweet but overtly talkative older women.
Ugly.
They're like, oh, hi, banana bread actually comes in 17 flavors, don't you know? Oh, hey, the fungus on my feet went away. Smell! And I'm like, God damn it.
Why are they Irish?
I don't know, but they're always Irish. And that was me trying to do a Midwest.
I don't like the Irish, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, you like Scottish?
Yeah, my grandma was Scottish. Scottish.
My grandpa was Scottish, so
Okay,
what
so
are you
that means
gonna
we're
do?
probably related.
That makes sense. Are you looking like that?
Get your feet off my feet. Get your feet. Ew.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
Her feet are on my feet, and not you lounging right now. The way you're lounging and have your toes on my feet was pissing me off so bad. I hate this episode. I hate that toast. I hate
your period blood percolating on the bathroom floor.
That's not my period blood.
Well, whose blood? It's not
That's
Kate's.
Kate's. That's Kate. She's
That's
the one.
not Kate's because there's brown in it.
Okay, finish the story.
I could tell he was really into me, and we chatted for a long time. And eventually, we're kind of
I
cuddling.
hate the way that your like toes are crossed right now. Stop. That's so fucking ugly.
Wait, I'm trying to hold your feet with my feet. Okay.
Ew.
Feet to feet.
Do you have any fetish? Do you have any kind of like weird fetish?
No. Do you? Like weird.
No.
Our feet are still crisscrossed, everyone. Feet to feet. Wait, put your foot up.
Do I have any weird fetish? Besides sneaking into your room at night and jerking off over your face?
Dude!
No.
You said you stopped.
And so no weird fetish.
No
Other
weird
than that, no.
Honk! Don't do that, honky!
Hey, other than pooping in my pants?
Hey, other than giving Blumpkins, no weird fetish for me. Hey.
Other than putting a bunch of worms in your pillows?
Yeah.
So not funny. So something a 3-year-old would say.
Other than pissing on your memory foam?
Shut the
Should I read?
There's an open mic.
Yeah, there's an open
in
mic
the room
starting, you
next
guys. So I wanted so badly. Okay, so she's sitting in the chair with this hot guy.
Okay.
And I could hear that. Okay, wait. This led me to laying my head on his lap. I was horny boots. And
Wait, what was this story about?
So she's on a flight. She hasn't been on a flight since because she's an addict.
Yes. Which I don't know what that has to do with being on a flight, but go off, whatever.
Okay, period. So, okay, there we go. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so I digress. There was this really hot man sitting next to me on the flight. I could tell he was really into me, and we chatted for a long time, and eventually we're kind of cuddling. This led to me laying with my head on his lap. I was so horny, Boots, and could feel his boner pressing into my face.
Oh.
I so badly wanted to suck his but I could hear that there were children nearby on the flight. Okay, so now you're getting horny around them. I wasn't trying to catch a case or become a sex offender, so I didn't. So I just stayed...
Yeah.
Okay, it's giving hero. So I just stayed laying face... So I just stayed laying face on boner for most of the rest of the flight. When I did sit up, his pre-cum had leaked through his pants and was on my face.
No.
Anyways...
Okay, also not him getting horny just from your face being on his lap.
Okay, he's a face man. Anyways, not that crazy, but thought it might be funny to read. Okay, bye. If y'all do read this, I'm going to be gagged. Okay,
now I have a question. And I did like that story, but here's where I'm pissed. What did that have to do with the prompt?
I don't know.
T. So this prompt did not hit out of the park. Nobody really wrote in. And the only person that did, it didn't make any sense. And then there was one about the reptile people. What?
I think we just got cursed out.
Oh, are you serious?
Okay, first of all, I just watched the Locked Up episode and I did not write in a story, so whatever whore is trying to impersonate me, number one, you can't, so don't even try it, honey. And number two, I will find you. Why? Because I am. And you illiterate complaining retarded bitches can read my full name is Wilma Fingerdow. Anyways, love you all and don't ever stop the pod.
What? Okay, Miss Finger Do.
Wait, finger D. O-U.
Not you
Dow.
retarded illiterate bitches. Love you guys. I actually kind of like that energy.
Can I say something? I love that too, and that's what we deserve.
I kind of like that.
Because we are retarded illiterate bitches.
Yeah, that's so true. I do like that energy. I like you cussing us out, telling us that we suck, and then being like, I love you, don't stop this podcast. It's giving kind of tea.
You guys, that's been a tea time.
59 minutes.
That's been tea time. And we're done now.
We are.
Yeah, because I have to go do that podcast.
Oh, yeah, you do. We've got a chlamydia story. Yeah, okay. So you guys, maybe that we'll come up with a better prompt for next week. Something more entertaining. If you need me, I'll be jacking off over your face while you're asleep.
And if you need me, I'll be on FaceTime watching your dad run train on you. Boots. See you guys.